Starting from our previous discussion, where we learned about MSF payload, in this video we'll be learning about MSF encode. MSF encode is a tool that is used to obfuscate the shellcode that is generated by MSF payload. The reason why we are obfuscating the code is that the standalone executables, or the standalone files generated by MSF payload, can be detected by antivirus programs as malicious. Therefore, MSF encode can be used to obfuscate the source code in such a way that they are undetected by antivirus programs. To view the available list of encoders, we can simply pass on the L parameter along with MSF encode. This will list all the available encoders to us. These encoders are generally the particular algorithm, which is applied onto the MSF payload files in order to obfuscate their source code. To view the operations of MSF encode, we can simply type MSF encode H. This will list the different parameters that are available. For example, we have the E parameter that helps us in choosing a particular encoder from the list mentioned earlier. We have the O parameter for the output file, and we have the T parameter for the different file formats that we can generate. So let us start with the same payload that we used in our previous discussion, that is the Windows Shell reverse TCP. One thing we have to remember here is that the MSF payload and MSF encode command work in conjunction. That is, we can pipeline both the commands together in order to generate a single executable or file format. So our MSF payload command is MSF payload Windows Shell reverse TCP lhost equals 192.168.56.101. Let us generate a raw file and pipeline the MSF encode command along with this code. We can choose the encoder by using the E operator. Let us pick up the generate encoder. We can also provide a number of iterations using the C operator. Furthermore, we can generate a particular file format using the T operator. Let us generate an executable and finally a file name which we want to create. Once this command is executed, we can see that a file size of 290 bytes having 2 iterations has been generated. So this is how an encoded form of MSF payload is generated. Let us go back to our backtrack session and see whether our encoded.exe file has been created successfully or not. We'll have to browse to the root folder. Here we have our encoded.exe. This is the same encoded version of the file that we generated using MSF payload. That is 123.exe in our previous video. So this was a quick demonstration of using MSF encode in conjunction with MSF payload.